Early Morning Mob, Capo. This show is amazing. I've checked it out a couple of times, and I would recommend all our friends and fans do give them a listen. They do such great work, and I'm really proud and again grateful to be able to be a part of the show.
So the beautiful people already know who I am. Describe who you guys are individually and then as a band.
Well, my name is Pat. This is Rocky.
Rocky.
We're husband and wife. We've been married
Nice.
for 37 years.
Something like that.
Yeah, we got married really young. And so we've been making music together for like maybe 25 of those.
That's awesome. The first husband and wife duo that we've had here, and the name of your band is Sweet Polly?
Yep, we are the Sweet Polly Duo.
How'd you come up with the name?
So, you might not be young or old enough to remember it, but maybe you do. There was a cartoon called Underdog,
I do remember Underdog.
and his girlfriend was Sweet Polly
Sweet Polly
Purebred.
Purebred. Yeah, he was a little janitor dog, and he did karate and saved the world.
Yeah, and
I
his-
do remember that.
Actually.
I
Yeah.
think I'm a little older than maybe you think maybe I am, but yeah.
Okay then.
Yes, I do remember, and so that's cool. So yes, Polly Purebred.
Yeah, but I'm not purebred. He's sweet and I'm 100% never mind.
Well, then that's the teamwork that makes the dream work. Then, how long have you guys been doing what you do? You said about 25 years.
Yeah.
Have you been making music separately before that, or?
No, we were like trying to go to college and get jobs and,
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
that
that fun
other,
stuff.
all that stuff that happens.
Yes.
And then we're like, well, if we don't do this, then we're never going to do this.
How would you describe your band's sound? Like, what kind of music do you guys play, and what are your inspirations?
Oh gosh.
We're mainly doing a bunch of like rock covers, but we're working towards the original thing. We're
Yeah.
composing and so that stinks. Let's try something else.
Yeah.
So.
So I think we're harder on ourselves, and we have some really good friends that are like, no, that was good. You should keep that.
Yep.
And so now we're working on it more seriously, and we're trying to get out more. We play a lot on the eastern side of the state,
Okay.
so now we're trying to get back over this way a little bit.
Okay. So you guys are more closer to the casino and all that.
And about a half hour from the casino.
Cool.
But that's all. It's all good. I don't know, our inspirations, we're big fans of all kinds of music. We are a rather percussive duo, and we do a lot of covers people wouldn't expect.
Cool.
So you would probably hear us do things like The Who, or even like the Jackson 5, which is an odd choice.
Yep.
We love REM. We love, it's kind of like a...
Snooze bell, but what we try to do is, just as the duo, obviously we can't be a full band, although we've done that from time to time. We try to grab some of that energy, so it's like very rhythmic, percussive kind of thing going on.
I like that. So you're trying to fill in a lot of space with only two people.
Right.
Yeah.
So you guys are creating original content, or trying to anyway.
Yeah.
Correct.
What is your creative process when doing that?
Oh boy.
Does the melody come first? Did the lyrics come first?
We fight about that because I have a ton of lyrics, but I need to hear it, and I don't play, so I need him for that. And so I'm like, give me something, and I can write to it.
Yep.
So if you played me a tune, I could write you words in about 5 minutes. So, and then he says, but I want the words so that I can come up with a tune that got.
Right.
So that's we're still working through a lot of those kinks, but it's been very organic. It's been a process. Like we are sitting around and we're doing something. And it's like, I like that. Record that on your phone, and then let's see what we can put with that.
Right.
And it's netted us a couple things, and we're working on getting originals out there. Because we get yelled at by our friends all the time.
Yeah, well, obviously originals are going to be a little bit harder to come up with. I think they're a little bit more rewarding just because... So I was going to do the interviews outside, for instance, but they're playing a little bit of background music through the loudspeaker,
Right.
and it would instantly get pulled off of YouTube, so it's like defeating the purpose, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
And same thing with the podcast, we actually lost, it's called Spreaker, was the platform. And I was on it for over 10 years, and they said because we would get artists up here, interview them, and then play their music, that it was that we were infringing on copyright, even though, because we didn't first say have it in writing.
Right.
So the more original stuff that you have, the better, because it seemed like all the podcasts they did where it was just me and Frank's music, it didn't get taken down. So little things like that now in the magical AI. And it's not even humans that do it. I tried to talk, when I finally reached a human, it was AI that picked it up with algorithms. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All that fun stuff. So yeah, just for like being on, like trying to put together little clips to get yourself out there, the more original stuff you'll be able to play on more platforms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you guys on all social medias, or most of them, or any of them?
We are on, well, the old school Facebook, which is where we have a primary page. We decided not to keep a regular web page because we get a lot more traffic through the Facebook page. I do have an Instagram account that I need to get back up and running.
But I mean, creating a lot of social media on all the different platforms, I mean, that could be a job in itself.
That's the most challenging part.
Right.
Yeah, promotion's the hardest part of music, actually. But the thing is to try to get those names, because people will go out there and get it. You'll have 100 sweet probably duos and all that. And yes, I know just because the tag I use is Criptoknight, and because it's associated obviously with Superman. There's a billion of them, so I try to jump on and get them the name,
Yeah.
Seth Adam does a really good job on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Where do you guys like to see your music going? Would you like to have an album out? Would you like to have more of a following on your live shows? What is your musical goal?
I mean, for me, like, recording is more just like a documentation of like where I am, but it's not like there's no money in any of that. I mean, what I really like is performing live.
Yeah.
That's
nice.
That's the energy.
Yeah.
It's that immediate bang for your buck.
So maybe a live performance album would do you guys more justice than sitting there and record and layer in tracks.
Yeah.
And
Right.
And most of the things that we have out there are live performance. And, much like, I don't know, I'm not going to compare us to the Dead, but much like the Dead, everything they ever did that was a live thing sounded much better than anything they pulled out of the studio.
Well, they're known as a jam band, and they're more in the groove and in the moment, and the energy behind that than.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't really capture the energy, and sometimes you can, but it's hard to capture energy, and I think that's what makes some of the engineers and producers that are great that much better,
Sure.
So one more time, plug yourselves with your Facebook.
Sure. We are Sweet Polly Duo CT.
And are you guys going to be doing all covers tonight?
We are.
Yeah.
We are. That's what we're planning on doing anyway. Kind of give a range of the different kinds of things we do, the percussive side of things, and the more unexpected tunes that people wouldn't think that they'd hear.
I'm interested to see in our first husband and wife band. So
cool.
Thanks for coming along.
Thank
and
you.
Everybody, please check them out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay.
And I like Underdog too.
All right.